Okay, so I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are thinking, Gorgon is here to save us from the current meta of Thanos and other created cards. And you're entirely right. As such, we're going to let him make his own deck via the autofill deck feature. And this is the deck that he has made, which is interesting. Okay. I see he teamed up with Mobius, as well as he wants to give us a created card. So I guess, we're allowed to use it, but our opponent isn't type thing. So that's interesting, right? Well, let's see how it goes. As you know, with this series, we don't really per se care if we win or lose the games. We just want to have fun and see what the deck can actually do. So without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. What's funny is I've wanted to build a Gorgon deck for a while, or rather Gorgon make his own deck for a while. It just never exactly happened the way I wanted it to. So yeah, I'm hopeful that Gorgon will go to Altar of Death, because I can't let my opponent have. Okay, what? Gorgon did not go to Altar of Death. That's okay, I guess. Yeah, I get that's okay. When I play Mobius in Mobius here, because we can, I guess. Yeah, I don't have an answer for you guys except for because we can. That's okay. Maybe Makai will go to Altar of Death. Okay, that's always a possibility, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's always a possibility. Also, I wonder what kind of deck they are running. They see that we have Gorgon, so yeah. Okay, Luna Snow. Luna Snow. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. Like, super interesting. Okay, we will play this here. Yeah. Yeah. This hair is perfectly fine. Wait, is it fine? Maybe we want to do something else. Like Sandman, perhaps? Okay, yeah. Actually, I think we do want to do. No, we don't want to do Sandman. Actually. Yes, actually, we do. We want to do Sandman. Okay. Okay, I guess. I mean, never really thought of it that much. 4 and 2? No, yeah, okay. Okay, what do we want to do? Hmm. Okay, let's just calm down for a minute. Okay, 4 and 2. Yeah. Blink to blink away the cannonball and instead do the whole death thing. Okay. Okay. We will play Doom here and not Doom here. I mean, I feel like we're playing this just because we can, but hey, maybe they will do something to do with armor, right? And save us? from ourselves. Okay, vision. Okay. I mean, Hydra Bob get destroyed, but... Okay, there we go. Captain Marvel wins the game for us, okay? Captain Marvel wins the game. They actually did do quite good, I think, considering they sacrificed this lane. They had no way to get into this lane. So they were like, hey, we've won this lane. We only gotta win mid. But that's not all they had to win, because we had Dr. Doom. Oh yeah! On to the next one. Okay, well, this is 10-1, so we are obviously going to play Hydra Bob on 10-1. Okay, Nightcrawler. That's fine, I guess. I mean, sure. Okay, we're gonna play good old Captain America here, just in case something arises. Iceman will hit Mobius, unfortunately. Blaze. Blaze is blazing up the battlefield. Blazing the day. Blaze. Blaze is winning the blaze. Blaze is... I'm out of blaze type punny things. Yeah. Okay. That doesn't really help us, like, at all. But with that said, we don't even have priority, so that definitely doesn't help us. Wait, but these are both 2, so they won't get... Okay. Yeah, they would never get that buff. Okay. We are going to go ahead and play Mobius here. Wait, no, not Mobius. Mobius is the bad call. We're going to go ahead and play this here. Yeah. I know we don't have priority, but it should in theory be okay. In practice, probably not too much. But in theory, it should be okay. Electra. Okay. This may be a bot, okay? I mean, there's no 100% that it is a bot, but I feel like it might be a bot. Let's put this here. Let's play this here. And then play this here. Yeah. Okay. Well, if it is a bot, we're going to snap. Even if it isn't a bot, we're going to snap. We don't gotta worry about Cosmo in the Doom location. Luckily. Okay. Okoye. Sunspot. Doom roars all. I forgot about Bob moving. That's just brilliant, right? We love it when Bob moves. Technically speaking, I mean, do we want to? I mean, this is a weird play, but we're gonna play it anyway. Okay, we won. That was definitely most likely a bot. I'm glad we snapped, but I mean, technically speaking, we're 2 for 2. First opponent was the real opponent. Second opponent was a bot. Let's see what the third opponent brings. On to the next one. Okay, let's I guess put Hydra Bob here. I mean, because he's probably going to snap out whenever they do snap. So that's definitely something that's going to happen at some point or another. We'll put Gorgon here. Yep. Gorgon here, it's just fine. Master mode, huh? Okay. We are just fine with this here, honestly. Okay. Okay, let's see what they... Okay, master mode with the Agent 13 card. Okay. Collector. Okay. We are obviously going to play this here. Okay, Nick Fury. Well, luckily, thanks to Gorgon, that would cost more. I guess we could place this here and this here, right? Yeah, that seems cool. That seems pretty chill, honestly. Okay. 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 Yeah, I'm not really sure where we're going with this, but I'm sure we're going somewhere with it. Okay. I think this is okay. Yeah, I think this is okay. I hope it's okay. Okay, it's probably not okay. Okay, the shield goes here. This goes here. This goes here. And this goes here. Wait. No, this stays here. And this goes here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that's probably Mystique. It's not Mystique. Okay. Okay. Okay, Captain Marvel and Sentinel, which means we did in fact win. Okay. That was, yeah, see, that was the human. They just did the fist bump thing. Okay, that was good. We actually also stopped a creation deck. Gorgon for the win. Because they definitely were a creation deck. They had Agent 13, they had White Queen, they had Agent Coulson, Nick Fury. Yeah, Devil Dino helped them with cards in their hand. And the reason they were playing all these cards anyway is because the collectors still got buffed because of them all. Yeah. Luckily, Time Speeder did help us quite a bit in that game. So yeah, but we haven't faced the Thanos gamer yet. So let's try to get another game in if possible, shall we? Okay, I'm assuming we're gonna be facing a destroy deck, since a lot of people make decks for particularly the featured location. Yeah. Okay, well, that sucks because that costs us like a whole turn, basically. Okay, I'm going to play this here because I have a hunch. Okay. My hunch was wrong. Oh, okay. I'm actually just fine with that one, honestly. Because this is not a destroy deck by any stretch of the word. Okay. Okay, I am going to Warpath. Now see that surprised me a bit. Caught me a bit off guard, honestly. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and Shang-Chi, even though they're probably not play a card here. They usually do that. Yeah. Okay, actually thinking about it. Ah, Cosmo. Cosmo is actually more annoying than you'd think. It should honestly be okay. Now that I think about it loud. That technically adds 5 power. So if we do this and this, it should be okay. 2 and 3 is 0 and 2. Okay. Okay, 7 and 5 make 12. Daredevil, and I think technically, I mean, we still in theory win, right? Okay, we still won. We still won. Okay. Okay, that was an interesting final turn. Actually, so interesting, I'm concluding that they were not a bot, because Cosmo was a smart move. Even the Green Goblin at the end was a smart move. Luckily, though, we had more points than, yeah, if they would have played Green Goblin and something else, they would have won. But if they would have played something else, they would have lost because of Warpath. So, Miss Marvel really helped out here, actually. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's actually try to get one more in, okay? I really want to go up against Thanos. Okay, so we're going to try one more time. On to the next one. Okay, we did not get to go up against Thanos. Okay. So that's something, I guess. Yeah. Okay, cards in hand, +2 power. Okay, we are going to go ahead and play Gorgon. Okay, Gorgon and Mobius. I guess we'll play Iron Patriot. Yeah. Yeah, Iron Patriot seems fine. Okay. Ooh, X-23. Not too shabby. Okay, we are going to play this here. Okay, so, and we have priority. Though in theory, that should work out okay. Okay. Altar of Death. Okay, so they literally are playing to the Altar of Death location. Okay, well. Okay, so they did technically win that, so that's fine, I guess. Hmm. I mean, I guess I'll play this here. Yeah, yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, I'll play that too. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I think that's fine. Either that fine or that terrible. One of the two. I always get those confused. Yeah. Okay. 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 And then that should be a Shang-Chi, maybe? That's a Carnage. Okay. Oh, huh. Interesting. That was their final bank on. They were banking on, let's see, they used Corvus Glaive to discard the rest of their hand so they could power up Mobius to win. I mean, Mobius. No, Morbius. Sorry. Morbius to win the mid location. And then they used Carnage as a sacrificial lamb to move out X-23, hoping she would go over here, which she did go over here, in fairness, but we had a Doctor Doom, so we were able to add firepower to the location. So that is, I'm glad we have Doctor Doom in the deck. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, this is the featured location as of making this. So a lot of people like building their decks to the featured location, which is one of the reasons why I personally do not like featured locations, okay? Because when a featured location happens, you're most likely going to be facing the same deck or same type of deck over and over again. As you saw, this had the destroy. Although this wasn't all destroy, it was a destroy discard hybrid, which is okay, I suppose. But yeah, Gambit, honestly, they got pretty robbed with Gambit, if I'm being honest. Gambit hit the shield, which is indestructible. So, yeah, if Gambit would have hit literally anything, they wouldn't have even had to try to win mid as hard. If it hit Rocket and Groot, then I wouldn't have had Rocket and Groot to move over here, and yeah, that's just that. Tough luck on their end. We didn't get to fight a Thanos deck, but just imagine in your head how this would perform against a Thanos deck. Okay. Gorgon really is a counter to the current meta because the current meta is all about either created card. It's all about created cards. Either created cards from things like Thanos, Loki, or Agamotto to created cards from things like what is its name? Erisham. And Gorgon specifically said your opponent's created cards cost one more. Which in theory that also nullifies Loki's effect. Since Loki would make them all cost one less, this makes it cost one more, so essentially with Loki they'd be getting your deck, but without the -1 cost at all. Actually, if you combo him with a Mobius, which is the two the two names. Yeah. If you combo him with Mobius, it's pretty nasty for a Loki user. But I don't see very many Loki users these days, honestly. When he first got chained to one cost, I did, but I don't much anymore. But anyway, I'm going to end it off here. I've been talking quite a bit, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this Gorgon building his own deck. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.